Hello and good evening, and this is Srikumar here from MAHSA University. And today I'm going to talk to you about three terms. One is a term called a doctor. Second is a term called AI. And the third is a term called IoT. A doctor, AI, and IoT. All three are in different aspects in the dictionary. But let's see how we can connect that together. But before I go on, there's a young handsome man here taking a picture of me. I'm sure all he does is click. The focusing, the adjustment, the lighting, everything is done by the camera. The person who's shooting this is a young lady. All she has to do is just click on the red button and the video is recorded. And there's another young lady here who's actually screening this on Facebook and Instagram where you all see. Now my question is, does this person do anything more than click a button? Does this person do anything more than click the red button? Or does that person do anything more than snap? Our role at this point in life is just to snap the finger. Everything else is done by the machine. This concept is not new. It was as early as 30 years ago in the movie Terminator, the Terminator series. And so many movies later on in life showed how we rely on machines to do everything for us. I have a friend whose house I visit, and he says, "Hey Google, I'm home. Switch on my air conditioning. Switch on the coffee machine in the refrigerator in the kitchen." And that's it. You just have to give instruction and Google answers it. So this, my dear friends, is artificial intelligence and IoT. Now, where does a doctor play a role in this? When you're unwell, you go to see a doctor. The doctor diagnoses your disease based on intuition. Intuition is the word, remember. While artificial intelligence uses algorithms which have been created by us to make it better to diagnose a disease. It's just like the cyborgs in the movie Terminator, where we created the robots and the robots overcame the human strength and they started ruling the humans. So, in terms of artificial intelligence, it has started ruling us in a good sense. We use artificial intelligence and IoT in various instances. For example, in infectious diseases, we use artificial intelligence using their algorithms to help us diagnose meningitis, gastroenteritis, or any other infectious disease in the body. Gastrointestinal diseases. The doctor just does the endoscope and all the results are interpreted by the algorithms in using artificial intelligence. Dermatology. All we need to do is take pictures on a phone and the pictures on a camera. The camera interprets these pictures into one of 200 plus diseases and gives you the diagnosis. And so many other aspects. Oncology, cancers. You just need to do a few tests like mammogram, and the mammogram interprets and tells you whether you have a cancer or not, and what is the prognosis. Pathology. We use artificial intelligence in tissues to actually diagnose, to analyze, and tell us what the patient is suffering from. In other words, you don't need a pathologist to look through a microscope. The microscope has enough software to diagnose the disease. So this, my dear friends, is artificial intelligence. I am a doctor myself, but I am here to tell you today that the role of a doctor is just 20% of what it was 30 years ago. The role of a doctor is to ensure that to make a diagnosis, we use artificial intelligence and IoT as supplements. Now I've spoken about artificial intelligence. What about IoT? Now IoT is Internet of Things. Now in IoT, it is a mechanism by which you can actually see what happens in the hospital or in a wheelchair or in a bed, or in a whole organizational setup remotely from another distant place. This helps you monitor. It can even help to monitor heart diseases in patients. It can help to monitor patients who've got diabetes and their blood sugar level. So AI and IoT together, are they going to replace doctors? My verdict. A doctor cannot be replaced because we have the human touch and we use the intuition. Hence, the verdict for the day today is AI and IoT, yes, are definitely here to stay, but they are here to supplement the role of a doctor. Recent studies by the Harvard University researchers have shown that a doctor's efficiency in diagnosing and treating diseases is 77%, while using AI and IoT is 99.9%. So when we see statistics, AI seems to be the winner. But AI is just a software. AI is just what we made it to be. It needs us for it to be successful. So that's my verdict for the day. Let's try to find out what's your verdict for the day. If you have any thoughts, just go down, click the subscribe button, and you can key in your thoughts, and every question or thoughts of yours will definitely be answered. If not today, within the next couple of days. I hope you all have a good time. This is Srikumar from the Faculty of Medicine, Bioscience and Nursing at MAHSA University, signing off for the day, and have a good week ahead. Thank you.